Hello, Teaching Without a Book friends. I am Sarah Thomas, and today I'm going to show you how you can clean up YouTube videos so that you can share a clean and kid-safe version that's free of ads and distractions. So today's episode is just a quick and easy teacher tip that's going to help you to clean up YouTube videos so that the versions that your students access are going to be clear of ads and all of the little suggestions that are on the side, as well as the ones that will pop up at the end of the video that they're watching. We know that YouTube is a great way to access learning in today's world, both for kids and adults. In fact, my husband rewired the electricity in our entire home using books, articles, and YouTube videos. Using high-quality YouTube videos is an authentic, real-world approach to instruction that makes learning relevant to today's students. And as teachers, we really want to make sure that we're creating classrooms that are a reflection of the real world. Accessing learning through high-quality YouTube videos is something that's going to really resonate with your students and increase their engagement, resulting in more intrinsically motivated students. Therefore, today's content aligns with the second pillar of the Teaching Without a Book framework, which is intrinsic motivation. And although today's episode is not focusing on a specific activity or instructional strategy in itself, it's a foundational skill that's necessary for you to be able to provide that kind of learning. Now, if you're new to the Teaching Without a Book framework, you can visit our website at teachingwithoutabook.org, and when you go to the top, you can click on the framework tab and you can access the information there. I will also put a link in the video description as well as the podcast notes for my podcast listeners. Now, there is a lot of concern among teachers and educators in terms of using YouTube videos in the classroom because they are messy. And especially with those videos that are a higher quality, they tend to have a higher number of views. And the way YouTube works is the higher number of views, they're going to put more ads and more suggestions because the algorithm is trying to get you to come back to those videos. But that's not what we want for our kids. So today I'm going to show you how to get rid of all of that nonsense so that you can provide that future-focused learning and operate outside of that book in confidence. Now, before we get started, I just want to mention for my podcast listeners, there will be a small section in today's episode where I'm going to share my computer screen just so that I can provide that visual step-by-step approach to creating those kid-friendly videos. Now, depending on your comfort level and experience with technology, the audio version may be enough for you, but if you do need a little more support, you can find the link to the video right in the show notes of the podcast. Alrighty, let's head to my computer and get started. So I'm gonna get myself to YouTube and I'm gonna find the video that I want. I'm gonna just choose one of these SciShow Kid videos and click on that. And now you can see there's already this pop-up right here going on. We wanna get rid of that and then all of the suggestions on the side. And it's just messy. We don't want our kids to have to click on those things. So all I need to do is come up here to the URL and right in the word YouTube, I'm going to click between the T and the U and I'm going to put a dash. And now I'm just going to select this new URL and that is the link I would share with my kids. So let me show you what the video will look like now. And when we go to the video, you can see it is just a full screen. There are no pop-ups. There are no ads in the beginning and nothing over here in terms of suggestions on the side. When it gets to the end of the video, it will just automatically restart the same video over. So there isn't going to be any suggestions of different videos or anything getting your kids off track. It's just as simple as fixing up the URL by clicking between the T and the U in the word YouTube and adding that dash. And then again, this would be the link you share and it will bring you to that clean copy of the video that is full screen with no ads and no suggestions on the side. So that's it, easy peasy. All it is a little switcheroo of the URL. Now you can share that link just like you would any other link with your students, whether that be through email, maybe you use Schoology or Google Classroom. You can also turn the link into a QR, which will allow your students to scan and access the video, and it makes it a little more interactive as well. A few weeks ago, ago, I released a video on how to make your own listening center using the interactive QR codes. And this is just a really great example of how you can effectively use these cleaned up YouTube videos to support the learning that's happening in your classroom. So I'll be sure to link that video in the description here as well as the podcast notes so that you can go ahead and check that out if that's something that you'd like to learn how to do. So I hope that you found this helpful and that it gives you a little more confidence to be able to use those multimedia resources in your classroom. Don't forget to check out the other links that I mentioned. You can find them in the video description as well as in the podcast notes. And if you're looking for more support to achieve your personal teaching goals, then you can go ahead and visit teachingwithoutabook.org and apply to our teacher mentoring program. I will work with you individually and provide you the support that you need to develop into your best teacher self. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can find my contact information on our website. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye.